Hey guys, this is Bo with Evolution Auto Detail. Tonight we're going to try out the newest graphene related product from McKees 37. We've been asked to provide a little sample of the graphene rinseless wash. So we've used some of it. Rinseless wash is used, in my opinion, in a couple different areas. One, when it's too cold outside. And two, when you need it quick, it's not super dirty, but you didn't want to drag out the hose. And so a rinseless wash is just what it sounds like, rinseless. You wash the car, but you don't have to take the hose and rinse it off. So today we got a few scenarios going on. I'll show you what we got going on. We're going to, got our bucket. The bucket has already got the water in it, 3 gallons of water. All right, you may be familiar with this product right here, the McKees 37 SiO2 rinseless wash. The graphene is the newest version of that, very similar. We've used O&R in the past, been very impressed with it, but in all honesty, McKees 37 rinseless washes and N914 is far superior, and so we're going to try out the rinseless wash tonight. So we've got the rinseless wash. We're going to put it into our bucket here. It is, according to Nick and the chemists, 1 ounce per 3 gallons of water. So we got that. We also took the rinseless wash and we've mixed it up into a waterless formula in our bottle here. And that is a 1/2 ounce for 22 ounces of water. So we're going to use the two. We're going to, a lot of times you'll see people use a wash mitt or a big sponge. I like to use this rag company towel. It's very plush, very thick, gives plenty of room for any grit that might be on the paint to slide between the fibers. And then we're going to use our Glacier 1100 drying towels from McKees to dry the panel. So my car, unfortunately, is going to be a great test subject. My 2015 Mustang GT we call Nightmare. Hadn't been washed in about 3 weeks, unfortunately. Been busy and everything else. So I'm going to do a couple things. In a typical rinseless wash, a pre-soak many times is not necessary. My car does not have mud on it, does not have thick grit on it. But being black, I'm going to err on the side of caution. We're going to pre-soak each panel with the waterless wash ratio and then proceed to do the rinseless wash. So we'll get to doing that in just a second. Again, we'll spray it, wash it, use our rag company towel to do the wash instead of a mitt or a sponge, which is fine. You know, it's just this, that's what I like to do. And pulled that from a very, very good friend of mine who knows way more than I do about this stuff. And then we'll use our 1100 to dry it, and we'll get a video of in use in just a second. All right, let's see how it works. All right, guys, here we are getting ready to actually do our wash. Here's the car. You can see she's got some dirt on her. So we're getting ready to use our waterless concentration. Give it a spray. I'm going to do this back quarter panel. Just got a mist on it. Hit this spot up here. And in our bucket, we have our rinseless wash mixed up. Our rag company towel. Get it out. Usually I fold it into fourths. It's going to be kind of hard to do that on one hand since we're filming with the other. You want it still nice and wet. Not sloppy dripping wet, but good, nice and wet. Light pressure. Turning and flipping often, so you're not hitting the same spot. One day we'll have to get a camera person out here to help out with these, but It's 9 o'clock at night and my 7 and 10-year-old camera operators are in bed. So we'll flip it around again. Make sure we got plenty. Our towel back in. Use our 1100 to dry it. Again, quote unquote normal circumstances, I would have my 1100 folded, and should have folded it before I started, but it's all good. All right, so this door, as you can see, is still dirty. When we get to the rear quarter panel, and we got the gloss and the cleanliness that we want. Works very similar to the N914. I don't see any, induced marring or scratches or anything else. So we'll go finish up the whole car and come back and let you know what we think about it. Okay, guys, we've just given the car a rinseless wash with the McKees 37 Graphene rinseless wash. We pre-treated the spots with the rinseless wash mixed at a waterless wash ratio. As you can see, no dirt, nice and shiny. Apologize for the dirty garage, but it's been a little while since I cleaned everything up. All right, let's get some final thoughts. All right, so final thoughts on the McKees 37 Graphene Rinseless Wash. Great. We used approximately 1.5 ounces between the two products, mixing it up 1 ounce into 3 gallons of water, and then 1/2 ounce with 22 ounces of water for the waterless, and the ounce in the 3 gallons for the rinseless. Left the car slick, took all of the dirt off, left everything nice and slick and smooth. I think rinseless washes are a great way, especially, I don't do a lot of car shows, but I do, a fair amount. And I don't trust just spraying the car down with detail spray after I drive it there. So I give it a rinseless wash in the parking lot. I think it is a phenomenal way to get your car cleaned up for a car show and not induce any scratches or marring or anything. I also think that on a cold, windy night in North Carolina at 9 o'clock, it's a great way to get your car cleaned up for the next week. If your car is filthy, dirty, mud, that kind of stuff, no, rinseless is not going to be the best bet. But if it's just dusty and quote unquote normal dirty and not caked up with bugs, then a rinseless wash is a great alternative. So I think McKees has hit a home run once again. I think it's a very economical choice when you think that you're going to buy a large bottle, and you're only going to use, 1.5 ounces, 2 ounces to mix up 2 products. And everything we use today is available at McKees37.com. We'll have a link in the comments below. The 1100 Glacier 1100 drying towels, we use 2 of those. That's probably a little bit of overkill, but as the rinseless wash encapsulates the dirt and lifts it off the paint, it's still protected, but it goes into the towel. So I like to switch the towels halfway through, sometimes even more so, depending on. So we use 2 of the larger towels, and then 1 of the Rag Company very plush deep pile towels to do our wash with. So guys, I appreciate it. Nick, Ron, and Bob, I appreciate the trust in letting us have an early crack at it and get you a review. I think it's a great product. Can't wait to get it in stock and get it here in the shop so we can start using it on not only my own, but customers' cars. Appreciate you guys watching. Have a great day. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.